Be interesting conversation when they get down to it with the officials. The start list for the Open Women's Boat, though: Rainbow Bay, Queenscliff, Palm Beach, North Burleigh, Avoca and Bilgola. And of course, Palm Beach, not this crew, but Palm Beach won the first ever Women's Open Boat.
That's right, they won 2 in a row. In fact, 2 of those girls are rowing today for North Bondi. We've got girls rowing for Palm Beach this year who were second last year but were disqualified. They were ineligible. That happened many months later. The Bilgola Gold crew have been going very well with Donnie McManus, and so has the Queenscliff crew, Maddie Hamilton.
Yeah, that was Queenscliff on screen then. Again, we are in the starters' hands as we await a break in conditions. Just looking out to see there are a couple of reasonable waves forming at the moment, and I think this is a good idea too. Wearing the helmets in these conditions, a very good idea. It's an option. Yeah, it's available to every crew if they want them.
Yes, one crew that always does is Newport, but I think you'll find in this race, well, there's the Avoca girls. They're all helmeted up. Now Sharon Bridie rowing there, her husband sweeping the crew in the A crew final.
And the gun's gone, and North Burleigh are straight in. We saw them on screen then. So looking from the top of the screen down, it's Rainbow Bay, Queenscliff, Palm Beach, North Burleigh, Avoca and Bilgola Gold in that yellow boat at the bottom of the screen.
Bilgola got out very, very nicely there. Look at that crew going on the right-hand side of the screen, closest to us.
Palm Beach are in trouble, the crew that we spoke about. They're going to get hit again here. So Palm Beach in real trouble as the sweep works hard to straighten that boat so they at least meet the next wave with the bow.
So the 3 crews up the northern end have copped a lot of flack, and it's really a race now out of 5 and 6. You've got Avoca Beach and Bilgola have got out.
And also getting out at the top of the screen, as you notice there, Rainbow Bay. So Rainbow Bay's at the top of the screen. At the bottom of the screen is Bilgola, and Avoca Beach currently holding a slight lead. As we've already seen, though, these boats will be swept north, and they're going to have to work their way back towards the south to get to their cans.
Now, these girls are really fit. In terms of boat speed, there's very little difference between them and a lot of the men's crews. And although these girls are not big in stature, they can row. They really do put it in. Now, look at that crew from Avoca. They are stroking very, very strongly. The boat's getting buffeted, but they're keeping the rate high, but the stroke is long, and it's all about leg drive. And those girls are rowing beautifully at the moment. Philip G is the sweep, and they like to call themselves Phil's Chicks. So they've got a sense of humour as well. We've got to be politically correct. Now, the Avoca girls are... Here's a shot of Bilgola. They are rowing very well. Donnie McManus knows how to get the most out of a crew. He's one of the all-time great sweeps. Currently second, and there's the gap between them. And as we pull a bit wider, you'll notice that Rainbow Bay has really also beginning to get rather close to that second position, but they, to me, look like they're going to be further off their can. They'll have more work to do to get back to their turning can. Now, it looks like Bilgola's picking up Avoca. They pull back about a third of a length, and they are rowing very nicely. There, we've got another shot of the Avoca girls. And there's the 2 of them now. Well, Bilgola really are beginning to pull them back. Now, what is the sweep telling them in terms of numbers of strokes to go to the cans? Right about now, he'd be calling 10 into the cans, and that are 10 massive strokes to get this boat around. Now, there's no doubt Bilgola have caught Avoca. We're going to have a very close race here. Now, Avoca's going in turning. They're just on their can now. Looks like Bilgola's got another 2 or 3 strokes to go. Avoca's round. They've done a good turn. They're going to get first use of the swirls. Now that bow goes down, they are heading very nicely. There's Rainbow Bay. Yeah, that's Rainbow Bay in third position as the Avoca girls turn and start to try and use these little runners. There's the gap between the 2 of them. Bilgola probably about 2 boat lengths behind at this stage. Rainbow Bay, as we mentioned, had a lot more work to do to get back to their can, but they've made the turn as well and are now starting to head home. All right, there's a good side shot. Look at that. Those girls are rowing beautifully. That is very, very, very smooth rowing. They're in the lead. They are motoring along. They're on a swell now. They've lifted their rate. They've just gone through the halfway mark. And second is Bilgola. There's the Bilgola girls, about 3 lengths behind now. They've just gone through the halfway mark. And he's a legend, Donnie McManus. Picked up a silver medal, of course, yesterday. And
Here we go, about to get to the point where it could get rather interesting as they're making their way towards the break. And
they're coming into the drop zone. Now Bilgola's trying to pull something down. If they can get over this, this will be close. They're going very, very hard for it, but they're falling off the back of it.
And there's another wave for them though, so this Avoca crew are still going to have to work very hard, because if they get down this one, if Avoca can't get down their wave, Don McManus's crew could well wind up on the same wave.
Here comes Bilgola.
Avoca are not down that wave. Bilgola are coming. It's going to form now for Avoca. It's going to be these two.
Oh, this is very, very close. Look at those girls rowing beautifully. Avoca in a bit of trouble. They've slewed. It's going to be Bilgola. They've come right through on them, and they're going to win comfortably. But right on the line, unfortunately, Avoca have slewed. Now they've got to get back inside the area. They've got some troubles. They're close to crossing.
But Bilgola have taken it out. A great bit of sweeping from Don McManus. He knew if he called that wave and they got there that the gold medal could be theirs. And luck was a fortune as well, as those poor crew from Avoca Beach slewed. And they are still not over the finish line. Yes, they are now. They're just over the finish line, and in third position could well be Rainbow Bay. Palm Beach crashed out the back, and Palm Beach are in a lot of trouble. Palm Beach have lost it out the back as well, and we're looking at them now, and they've lost their sweep. So we'll go down to Pete Calhoun, as the sweep is going to be picked up by that ducky. Pete.
I'm just trying to tear him away from the congratulations. Donnie, well, the surf, you managed to hold that wave. You never ever gave up. The girls certainly never.
No, they didn't. They come through strongly. We dragged the chain through the break, and once we settled down, we rode up, and they got away from us, the can. After the can coming home, I said, we've got to get one, we're going to hold it. And we did. So we're laughing.
Congratulations, girls, a magnificent victory. Caro was kind.
We won. Been in it 4 times, and I finally got a gold, haven't we?
Well done.
Finally got a gold. Thank you. Thank you to all the other teams.
On you, girls.
Thank you to all the... Oh my God.
Yeah, great stuff. And well, there was all sorts of drama out in the ocean. In terms of the finish, well, this is this great wave that was picked up by Don McManus and his Bilgola crew.
They rode very, very well.
And there's the Avoca crew getting themselves in a bit of bother. There was no coming back from that. And did they get over the line or not? We'll find out in a moment. Avoca certainly crossed backwards, but my belief is they did get over the line before Rainbow Bay, who we saw a moment ago, and in fact they did. So it's Bilgola in first, Avoca second, and Rainbow Bay third.